Now to the showdown between Israel and Iran. The attacks intensifying today as the world waits to learn whether the U.S. military will get directly involved in this conflict. Eyewitness News reporter Michelle Fisher here now with the latest as President Trump lays out a new timeline. Michelle?
Mark, the U.S. does have aircraft carriers and strike groups already pre-positioned in the region, with sources telling ABC News attack plans against Iran are approved, but the president is still weighing his options. And tonight, that new timeline suggests he's still holding out hope for an agreement.
I have a message directly from the president, and I quote, "Based on the fact that there's a substantial chance of negotiations that may or may not take place with Iran in the near future, I will make my decision whether or not to go within the next 2 weeks."
President Trump buying time for diplomacy as he spent a third straight day in the Situation Room amid ongoing deadly airstrikes between Israel and Iran. In southern Israel, an Iranian strike causing extensive damage at a hospital where patients had been slowly evacuated in recent days.
This morning, we understood how lucky or how smart was this decision.
Iran's state news agency claiming the target was a nearby technology park. And in a separate attack Thursday, an Israeli military spokesperson telling ABC News Iran used a missile with multiple warheads, which can be more difficult for Israel to intercept. On X Thursday, Iran issuing this map and evacuation warning to civilians, saying it will strike Israel's Channel 14 television network in the coming days. Israel with a dueling map and evacuation warning written in Persian, urging evacuations ahead of strikes on military infrastructure in the Gilan province in northern Iran. In one of dozens of strikes Thursday, the IDF striking a nuclear reactor with plutonium-making capabilities. These satellite images showing the before and after.
We are committed to destroying the nuclear threat. The threat of a nuclear annihilation against Israel.
Benjamin Netanyahu reportedly urging President Trump to increase involvement, as only the U.S. has a bunker-busting bomb which can penetrate Iran's underground nuclear site. The president Wednesday.
I don't want to fight either. I'm not looking to fight. But if it's a choice between fighting and them having a nuclear weapon, you have to do what you have to do.
Now, representatives from the E3, that's France, Germany, and Britain, are set to meet with Iran's foreign minister tomorrow in Geneva to discuss a possible solution. Meantime, despite leaving the G7 early, the White House says President Trump will still travel to NATO next week. He's scheduled to leave Monday morning to attend the summit.